Hello, peeps. It's your girl Ozie Ejiofor. You see, giving is an act. Charity is innate. You can learn it, but when it's within, it's better. Being dubious is also innate. Is also an act. That's why legal practitioners do not jail people because of what has happened, but because of the intent why you did what you did. A lot of us are on the social media doing stuff, sometimes helping people, sometimes liberating people, other times feeding people, other times chasing clout, other times giving charity. Nkịta niile na-eli nsị, o nke lichaa bulu n'ọnụ ya, akpọ onye ole nsị. Every dog goes to physics. It's when each eats and carries on his or her mouth that you would know that, oh, this dog, they chop shit. A lot of people are saying Very Dark Man hasn't been accountable with the monies that has been raised for him for the various projects that he claimed he would do. You never know his real intention because he has done one, done two, done in Ghana, and the rest of the place. Again, Harrison has done plenty recoveries, liberating people from the hands of the kidnappers. He has done one, done two, done three, and done some more. There's one thing that I know for sure. The only thing that changes in this life is human being. Human being is the only thing that changes in this life. I may tell you that for free. Somebody who does your papers and does your visa application and has been doing it for years for you, you will be surprised that one day he will take the monies of other people and vanish. You will be shocked. Is this not the same person that I've known over 10, 15 years? It happen. A lot of people do not want monies of charity to come into their coffers. And half the time, we don't even want to ask ourselves why. People like Okurora will tender the account of the people who are involved and yet monitor it. But a lot of people still sit down in their closet to say that he gets some huge lump from the monies. Appreciation is different from stealing. But here is the thing. I don't know why we are too quick to judge people around this part of the world, even when we've not heard anything from them. I have my auntie who trains some couple of children down here. She's been paying their school fees for more than 4 or 5 years now. And the as he gets, suddenly she has challenges. When she sends the money for these children's school fees, she sends it to me directly. When I pay these school fees, there are lots of things that I also need to buy for the children that I do not need to mention for her to know. Even though those children need those things, There are some kind of things that you will table to somebody who is paying for one school fees. The person will say, what is the mother or the father contributing for me to be even pay this and that? And when these monies come, after the payment, you know, buying these biscuits and this snack for these small lads to go to school with, that in barely 1 month, they are going to come looking for another one because they are going to finish it as if it were just snack that they can eat as appetizer. Sometimes, deliberately, you take out some monies apart and wait for the next month. It's 3 months for a term. Before 1 month, that family will begin to call you that the baby snack is finished. What would you do? Will you need to call my auntie to send you some more money? You won't. You will go back to that coffer, pick some money, go and buy them snack for that little baby to continue going to school with. Sometimes, hunger strike. Will you need to go and tell my auntie that this family, they are not feeding fine? No, they need yam, they need rice, they need beans, they need oil, they need granite, they need this. You will not do that. From that money is where you're going to go take out some money from and go and buy food items for that suffering family, adding your own money to it. Why am I saying this? A lot of people see Harrison doing what he's doing. They've never even sat down one day to ascertain how he does what he does. All they know is he uses gadgets to catch kidnappers. Do you know how much the gadgets are? Do you know how much it is used, how much that is used to service the gadgets? I will use just the U-box outside my house. I do the subscription of my U-box every month, and I don't know the owners. But for the U-box to work as a camera and see everything in my neighborhood, I need to constantly recharge that U-box to the designated account that has been provided online for the U-box and the number of the machine. So we just think that the gadgets need to work without subscription and go to remote places, that there are no network and they still work until the kidnappers are trapped. Make we fear God now. Does Harrison need to come to the family of those people to tell those people that you need to subscribe my gadget, you need to pay for the machine, you need to pay for the tracking, you need to pay for the trackers, you need to pay the police who are mobilized, you need... Hey. If I tell you the challenges that people face in the course of doing charity, you will not do charity again. It is part of the reason I refuse to open an organization or a foundation to target anything at all. Be that as it may, there are people who are really very nasty. Onye go gwanwu ya ezughoro over time anakwa ezuru ya. Yes, it's good we also classify that. There are people in this life who do not have anything doing other than eating from the coffers of others in the name of charity. They will work, but they will eat, and they will tell you, Ebonye si aluko sieli. But, orua kazinoro, it's also important. It's very bad, oro, karoro, when you eat a lot from what you're meant to give to people. I have somebody, my friend Kenneth, who also called me one time saying he gave somebody, a very popular person, X amount of money to give to a woman in Gariki area, and the money never reached that woman. And he made me to call that person to recover that money and give it to that woman. Or let him go and give to that woman the said money that he told him to give to that woman. I had to. I called somebody who would call the person, and the person recovered the money. He has the money. He has the money. It's not like he doesn't have the money. But I'm telling you that half the time you see a lot of people who do charity believing to eat from other people as their sources of livelihood. And I repeat, onye go over time anaghị ezuru. When you're told to do something for someone whom you know you are more than in all ramifications, why do you think you need to eat what was given to you to give to that person? Why will you not give to that person as exact and tell the person, "Ngwana iziam up na onye na alu olu na elinne"? I'm sure that the person in their magnanimity will say, "Thank you. I really appreciate you. Have this." Do you need to pilf? You don't need to pilf. But I told you already, guys, the reason for pilfing. Half the time, the monies that are used to run those affairs before those things are carried out are never told to anybody. But here is the thing. Ego kirikiri anazi egbo mkpa. The earlier we know this, the better for all of us. Small money know they trip some people. For all the people that I have done one thing or the other for in this life, a couple of them live in Enugu. But seriously, I don't know where they live. I don't know what they do. Before I see them again after each surgery that I have performed, it will take like 2 to 3 years, or maybe I'm going somewhere and then run into them, or they see me somewhere and run into me, or they have birthdays or parties, then they run into me or tell me to come. That's how I see them. I've never taken my time to identify this person that I raised money for in Onitsha. Where do they live? This person that I did cervical tumor for, where does she live? This person that I took care of in Park Lane that later died, where do they live? I do not have time to know whom you are, what you do, where you live, anything at all. All I know is, let it be well with you. And for God's sake, if there is any money that I want to meddle with, it shouldn't be ego nyoya. Makando mad. It shouldn't be at all. When Harrison comes out, he will tell us maybe the reason for tampering with the money. But if he refuses to tell us the reason for tampering, I've already told you my own reason for ever tampering with any money that anybody has ever given to me for anything. In fact, I end up putting in my own money into the same venture. Let's not be too quick to crucify people. People like me who have even lost a brother, we paid the complete ransom. They released the driver and killed my brother. So what will be will be. It's not even a joke. Till today, we've never seen Okechukwu Ejiofor. Till today. But the driver was released. Let's take it easy, guys. Let's just take it easy. If you're into charity, do not take anything that has been given to you to give to anybody, except the person whom you gave it to is willing to just share. Number 2, if you are doing a thing and you do not want to share your source, just be on your lane and do your thing. Very dark man, we understand you've got integrity, but you also understand what I have said in this video. No be everything where you they run, you they tell everybody. But in all honesty, we understand that stealing is stealing and it cannot be given another name. But let's not tag it stealing yet until we identify it is stealing. Thank you.